let's get you all the action from the big Apple event, the Worldwide Developers Conference in Cupertino in California, being watched closely by the whole world. The big reveal is the Vision Pro, which Apple calls the beginning of a new journey, which will cost around 2.8 lakh rupees or almost $3,500 US, and the 15-inch MacBook Air. Well, your favorite technical Guruji is on NDTV for all you need to know from the world of Apple. Well, let's welcome technical Guruji. He will help us break down whatever they have launched at that event in Cupertino. He joins us from California. Well, let's get you all that you need to know about that event that took place. Let me ask this question to technical Guruji. The market for VR has been hot for quite a while now. What makes this XR unique, and why now? The timing of it, why now?
See, I mean, we all know that VR has been around for many years, but there's a significant difference if you compare VR with ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी, बिकॉज वर्चुअल रियलिटी में क्या होता है, आपने एक बार एक हेडसेट पहन लिया, उसके बाद में यू आर कंप्लीटली कट ऑफ फ्रॉम योर सराउंडिंग्स एंड यू आर कंप्लीटली टेलीपोर्टेड इनटू अ वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड जहां पे आपके आसपास एक स्क्रीन है और आप अलग ही दुनिया में है. बट द एडवांटेज ऑफ ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी इज that you are still enjoying your surroundings, you are still having a complete experience of things around you, and kind of the display is superimposed on those. तो अगर हम बात करते हैं let's say gaming की, जहाँ पे आप interact कर रहे हो आपके आसपास की चीजों के साथ में, अगर हम बात करते हैं let's say you are out and you want to have directions, तो this is the place wherein augmented reality takes over. And यहाँ पे Apple, with the brand new Vision Pro has kind of achieved the best of both worlds, because we can customize of how much of the surroundings we'd want to have in our vision. अगर आप चाहें तो एक complete blackout zone को भी enjoy कर सकते हैं, या अगर आप चाहें कि आपके आसपास की दुनिया visible रहे और आपके सामने virtual screens भी आ जाएं, even that's an option. And as you heard in the keynote, Apple ने around 3 बार ये बोला कि this device was in making for many years now. तो पूरी planning के साथ इसको launch किया गया है, and the kind of hardware it packs, it's mind-blowing. It's got total 23 million pixels, which is more than 4K for each eye. It has got the power of Apple's M2 chip combined with a brand new chip, which is Apple R1, specially made for mixed reality applications. साथ में यहाँ पे 12 cameras हैं, 5 अलग-अलग sensors हैं. It has got 6 different microphones. With the help of hand gestures, you can control it. तो ये कहीं ना कहीं एक बहुत ही interesting device बन जाता है. And talking of the price tag at $3,499, I mean, it's definitely very high in terms of, the pricing, but then again, we must appreciate the kind of things it packs in, and of all the demos that we saw, this thing definitely looks exciting. And I mean, we just need to wait till early next year when it hits the market to experience how it's going to be. But the best part is, because we saw that Disney has partnered with Apple, and we'll have multiple different pieces of content and multiple apps as well from day one at launch. This definitely is something which we all are looking for. And the best part is we can use this device for multiple scenarios. Let's say for entertainment, you can have a display which is as wide as 100 inches. अगर हम बात करते हैं emails browse करने की, हम वो कर सकते हैं. हम यहाँ पे internet को browse कर सकते हैं. We can enjoy on notes and everything. In fact, we can also do FaceTime calls. So basically, the Apple Vision Pro is packing a lot, and I think it's gonna be a complete revolutionary device, as it was in 2007 when Apple launched the first iPhone. I think the time is again now, because it's 16 years later, in fact, that Apple is launching this completely new category of a device, which is all powered for spatial computing. और आगे चल के देखना होगा कि ऐसे हमको और अलग-अलग devices जो मिलते हैं मार्केट में, वो कैसे काम करते हैं. And this is going to be a complete turning point in the field of computing.
Coming at a huge price of $3,499 US. Now, rumors of the XR have come true at that event in California. What about those rumors doing the rounds of a car? When do we expect those rumors to come true?
See, एप्पल जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे तरीके से अपने सीक्रेट्स को हाइड कर लेता है। एंड अगर हम बात करते हैं एप्पल कार की, सो टुडे एट द की नोट वी डिडंट हियर एनीथिंग, सो इट्स येट टू बी काइंड ऑफ सीन कि एप्पल एक्चुअल में कार के ऊपर काम कर रहा है या कार हमें कब देखने को मिलती है। बट द यूनिक थिंग अबाउट कार इज इट्स अ कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट थिंग फॉर इवन एप्पल टू एंटर। एंड आई मीन विद द सेल्फ ड्राइविंग एंड ऑटोनोमस ड्राइविंग कमिंग इन, it's very difficult, for example, to manage the kind of safety norms that are in place. So definitely a big challenge for Apple, but then again we all are expecting, this is the hot news, that Apple is definitely planning for the Apple car. So we have to wait and we have to see that when that happens, but definitely something which would be very challenging for Apple, because कार एक बार आपने बना ली है, बट वो कार कैसे सब सिस्टम्स के साथ में कंप्लीट इंटरेक्शन अपना कंप्लीट करती है, और इसी के साथ साथ जब रोड के ऊपर एप्पल कार होगी तो चारों तरफ एप्पल के अलावा और बाकी चीजें भी होंगी। सो हाउ इट्स गोना कम्युनिकेट विद अदर कार्स और अदर सराउंडिंग्स, इवन दैट्स अ बिग चैलेंज। बट एज वी सॉ टुडे विद द विजन प्रो, द अप्रोच ऑफ एप्पल टुवर्ड्स anything is all about perfection. So I mean, let's see when Apple's gonna come up with an Apple car eventually sometime in future, and something to look for definitely.
Well, technical Guruji, the wait for the Apple car continues, but what one doesn't need to wait for is to upgrade to the next iOS system, which is iOS 17. What are some of the new and exciting features that we can expect with iOS 17?
See, I mean, today with iOS 17 we got multiple features, but if I talk about my favorites, तो सबसे पहला एक feature है contact cards का, जहाँ पे you can customize the way the contacts gonna look in terms of different pictures, different styles, different fonts and everything. So ये एक बहुत ही interesting feature है जो कि आपके contact card को बहुत special बना देगा. And speaking of contacts, let's say we all use AirDrop, and AirDrop has always been at the core of Apple's ecosystem. अभी एक नया फीचर आ गया है नेम ड्रॉप के नाम से, जहां पे whenever the situation is that you have to share contacts, so just you need to bring the iPhones closer and the data will be instantly shared with one tap in a very intuitive way. So this was very exciting, and the best part is it also works from in between a phone and the Apple Watch. So name drop was one feature, and enhancements in AirDrop, for example, if you are sharing larger files, let's say, so you don't have to be next to each other. Even if you walk away, still the file's gonna be uploaded and downloaded between those devices very very easily. इसी के साथ साथ फिर यहाँ पे एक स्टैंड बाय मोड आ गया है. Whenever you're gonna put the iPhone on charge at night and in a landscape orientation, तो यहाँ पे with the new standby feature, you're gonna see all the important information. You can control all the smart home devices. You can have a nice bedside clock. So ये फीचर भी काफी हेल्पफुल होने वाला है. एंड मजे की बात, अगर हम बात करते हैं बार बार हे सिरी बोल के, तो अभी हमको हे बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज if you just say Siri, it's still gonna work. So multiple new features in iOS, and there's one more in fact add-on, which is a new app which is called Journal, जहाँ पे it's gonna kind of give you this baseline to start journaling, जहाँ पे आपके जो important events हैं उनको ये idea बनाते हुए gonna give you good references if you want to start journaling, or if you just are into journaling altogether. With this new Journal app, the best part is you can have a live log of all the things going into.
Journal, that app, very important for us journalists, technical Guruji. But take us through the phones which can upgrade to this new system, the iOS 17.
Yeah, I mean, this remains the biggest question कि कौन से devices में हमको iOS 17 का update मिलने वाला है. तो basically all the iPhones launched after, including in fact the iPhone XS, the iPhone XS Max and the iPhone XR are going to get the latest iOS 17 update. But anything older, जहाँ पे for example if someone has iPhone 10, then the latest version would be iOS 16. So this remains kind of the line, the gap. Anything newer, including the XS Max and XR, as I said, जहाँ पे iOS 17 का update मिलने वाला है, but जो पुराने versions हैं, people need to settle only for iOS 16.
Well, we see a lot of hardware around you, technical Guruji. Well, how many of the things around you are going to be coming to the Indian market, and especially to the Indian factories, the ones that are going to be produced here?
Yeah, so as we already know, India में Apple's been manufacturing its iPhones, but अभी के लिए there was no new announcement talking about the newer products. Let's say what rumors that we have been hearing is कि Apple आने वाले टाइम में MacBooks या AirPods को इंडिया में बनाना स्टार्ट कर सकता है, but अभी के लिए all we see around are the iPhones being made in India. Talking of the newer products, let's say the new Macs, including the MacBook Air, the Mac Studio and the Mac Pro, लगता नहीं है कि अभी जब वो सेल पे जाने वाले इनिशियली तो वो इंडिया से बनाए जाएंगे. सेम गोज फॉर द विजन प्रो एज वेल, बट इवेंचुअली वी ऑल होप एंड वी ऑल एक्सपेक्ट कि इन फ्यूचर वी हैव मोर एंड मोर एप्पल प्रोडक्ट्स बीइंग मेड इन इंडिया. एज ऑफ नाउ इट्स लिमिटेड टू आईफोन्स, बट डेफिनेटली द लिस्ट गोना इंक्रीज इन फ्यूचर.